Alright, what is going on, everybody? It's Matt Nabong, and I hope you're all having a great day. It's Natswag Media coming at you guys with another video. You guys already know what time it is. It's time to bring on that boxing. Today we're going to be talking about Terence "Bud" Crawford. He made a special visit to Golden Boy Promotions today with Oscar De La Hoya and Bernard Hopkins, B-Hop, two Hall of Famers. With Golden Boy, it's very interesting. We knew that Terence Crawford was only, a one-fight deal with BLK Prime. That was a one-fight deal. And then we were hoping that he would actually leave and, maybe go back to Top Rank, maybe go with Eddie Hearn. But it seems like he's going with Golden Boy. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully that's a good place to be. I feel like Oscar De La Hoya is very good at making fights happen. He promotes Virgil Ortiz, promotes Jaime Munguia, and obviously Ryan Garcia. So there, that's a great presence to be with if you're Terence Crawford. A lot of stars there, and you'd probably be either you or Ryan Garcia would probably be the biggest star there, to be honest. Terence probably being the more talented fighter, but I'd say Ryan Garcia is pretty popular too. So those guys, it'd be interesting to see them under the same management. So not saying anything's official. We don't know if he's actually signing, but they met today to do some negotiating, and we'll see what happens. Oscar De La Hoya, he said he was going to make big moves. So if he signs Terence Crawford, maybe we have a better chance of the Errol Spence fight happening. I don't want to jinx anything. I don't want to speak too soon out of my mouth. But it could be a good sign. The fact that he's at least meeting with another notable promoter in Oscar De La Hoya and B-Hop. That's a good sign. We could see Terence Crawford fighting on DAZN. So I think that's going to be interesting. I actually, for some reason, didn't, picture that. Or I guess I didn't see it coming. I couldn't see him with Oscar. But if it happens, officially, I think that's interesting because Oscar De La Hoya, Hall of Famer, multiple weight division world champion like Bud Crawford himself. So I think that would be a good apprenticeship in some way. I think that Oscar would manage him well, to be honest with you, because he's been through what Terence has been through, similar weight divisions and everything like that. So as Bud approaches the hiatus and latter end of his career, I think that you can't go wrong with going with an Oscar De La Hoya. A lot of people have bad, opinions on Oscar, in terms of scandals, blah, 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 whatever you have to say. People think he's, out of his mind, stuff like that. I think that Oscar's a good promoter. I think he looks out for the well-being of his fighters. He's done so good for Ryan Garcia, Munguia, and Virgil. So I think that I don't see a problem with it. I think that it's something good for the sport because I think if Bud does sign with Golden Boy, I think that it's more possible that the fight actually goes down at least as opposed to BLK Prime, where I'm sure Al Heyman, Showtime, PBC, probably more of PBC, was worried about the finances, the production of the actual fight between Terence Crawford and Errol Spence. They want someone notable, and I think that Oscar De La Hoya being with DAZN, I think there's a better chance of the fight happening. Obviously, the production's still going to be an issue, finding the middle ground like the Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia. But obviously, Gervonta Davis is with Showtime, Ryan's more DAZN. So if they can do some sort of collaboration where it's a multi-network or dual network production, why not make that happen? Because I feel like that's the only way to make it happen. If it's Terence Crawford and Errol Spence, and Gervonta Davis and Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia. So Oscar De La Hoya could be in charge of some, two of the biggest fights of the year, to be honest with you. If he can pull off Terence Crawford and Errol Spence, I think Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia should happen relatively soon. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, nothing official yet, but man, if Oscar has both Terence Crawford and Ryan Garcia, you throw Virgil in there, I think you could potentially see a Virgil and Terence Bud Crawford fight. So that would be really interesting to give Virgil the title shot, especially if you can't get the Errol Spence fight. But then you're kind of Oscar's kind of forced to pick a side in terms of you go with Virgil, who's more of the hungry guy and the promising dude, or do you go with Terence Crawford, the more acclaimed and well-known, highly respected fighter who's already kind of made his mark in the sport of boxing? So I don't know what you do. That would put Oscar in a very good position in terms of finances, but a difficult position in terms of risk taking and having to pick a side. Essentially, you have to do that kind of stuff. You have to try to stay neutral, but at the same time, you know that you're risking one of your prize fighters if you make that fight happen. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully it's Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, to be honest with you, though. I'd rather see that, especially right now. If Bud's not going to stay at 147 much longer, I'd rather see Errol Spence. But obviously there's talks about Errol Spence fighting Keith Thurman, so we'll see if that becomes official. I don't know if that was made official. We've all heard the talks about it, but we'll see. But as always, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Is Bud signing with Golden Boy Promotions, yes or no? Because that'd be pretty interesting to see. I'd be really interested to see how they go about their business. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. Is it true, or do you guys think it's just a meeting, nothing too crazy? Or should Terence Crawford maybe take his business elsewhere and sign with another promoter? Let me know in the comments what you guys think. But as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace. That's going to do it for another Nads Fight Media video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been your boy, Matt Nabong, with another video. Hope you guys enjoyed it all. Thank you guys for the constant support. Salute to y'all always. It's been your boy.